For me, one of the most annoying fragrance board topics is the Aventus batch conversation. For years, it totally annoyed the out of me.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I was like, what are you all talking about? It's a great fragrance. I love Creed. Aventus is great. I actually bought a bottle when it first came out.
Okay.
I had a teeny weeny little bottle. It looks, it's small. And I was like, what are you all talking about? This is all nonsense. Stop it, or would you stop it? Well, guess what? I purchased a bottle, a new bottle this year, and it was a fruity batch. All I got was pineapple. I got none of the birch tar, none of the smokiness. And I sadly owned a bottle of the one that I loved that I purchased from ex-reviewer Frunkinator.
Okay.
Good smell is. It was a great batch, but my brother loved it so much I turned him onto it. He was like, he needed an Aventus fix all the time.
Okay.
So I said, okay, bro, here, just take the bottle.
Wow, that was nice of you.
So, here we are doing a video on the subject that I hated most. Thank you, Steve, for joining me on this.
So, my pleasure. You think there's a difference?
There is absolutely, unequivocally a difference.
Okay. Okay.
Don't you think?
I think so too. Yeah.
And by the way, this man wore it to his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I wore Amber Absolute to his wedding.
I remember
Tom
that.
Ford. So, talk to me. What do you know about the differences?
All right, so Aventus is a pretty sentimental scent for me. And I remember when I first purchased my first bottle, which is this one, the 2011 Z01 batch.
But tilt it. There's nothing left. This man has worn the out of this perfume.
Yeah,
totally.
I love
And his second bottle, look at this. I was asking him for a decant, but I will not because he has nothing left. Look at that.
You're welcome to it if you want.
No, I cannot. I can't do that to you. Yeah, talk to me.
So, I wore this all throughout my first few years of my teaching job, and I would get some of the craziest compliments. And this is the 2011 Z01 batch, and I remember just loving it. And of course, it's like you always hear people say, the men like it more than the women do. It's kind of like catnip for men. And I might have to disagree with that.
I've worn this to my brother's house, which is how
Okay.
I turned him on, for 4th of July barbecues. It cut through all the food and liquor and grass smells and outdoor smells. Everyone. I got 3 requests asking, what are you wearing? I want it for my husband. Totally.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I did a video on my top 10 most complimented fragrances, and this came in at number 1. And I felt like doing something a little bit different with that video. With each fragrance that I mentioned in that video, I recalled a memorable compliment that I received wearing it. And Aventus was the one fragrance, not only because it ranked at number 1, but because of the amount of compliments that I've received wearing it. I was racking my brains trying to figure out what is the most memorable compliment, because there were so many of them. People just stopping me saying, I caught the elevator even though I didn't need to, just because I smelled your fragrance in there.
That is classic.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
love that. Love that, man.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I could write a book. Not really, but I have gotten a lot of compliments on it.
I've told you about my book that I can write.
Yeah.
Coming soon. There for years.
I hope so. I hope you publish something. But we have 4 different batches here. This one is courtesy of
Roger Rios.
Thank you, Roger. That's super awesome of you.
We've done already like 2 videos on your channel of stuff they sent to us that we both haven't smelled.
Yeah, yeah. So this one, it looks like it says, I might mess this up, but it's 2011. It says A42BU601 or G01. I'm not quite sure. So it's either 601 or G01, but it's a 2011 batch.
But it's nice. This is nice. Oh, guys, I don't care. We've had a few drinks tonight. We've shot like, how many videos tonight?
About 7.
About 7. Not as much as the other night. We did 10.
Yeah, we were like really productive that night.
I love Aventus. I don't care. I am not a perfume snob. I love Aventus. I do.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is nice on paper. on paper. It has that pineapple-y freshness that I totally adore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Try this one.
Sorry, I should hand it to you.
Yeah, you can tell it's different from my most recent bottle, which would be this one. Something changed in there. I remember the first time I smelled the Z01 batch on somebody else.
Which is the classic, loved, revered one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There were two actually. There's the XO2 and the Z01.
Okay.
A lot of people say the XO2 was really smoky. The Z01, it has the smoke in there, but it's more of a balance. The newer batches tend to go closer to the pineapple, where you kind of lose the smoke.
Which is what I have in this one right here. I brought it with me tonight.
Yeah. I think you got a fake though.
I think so. Why do you think so? What do you mean you think so?
Can I show them?
Sure.
I think you gotta, guys, I want you to
Cheers.
Look at this Aventus bottle. I'm pretty sure he got a fake one. I'm not a Tweed expert. I can't validate these things, but this. What happened?
I had a lot to do before I came here today, and I grabbed the wrong bottle. Hadn't eaten breakfast yet. Come on, bro.
I know.
Give me a break. I can't believe it.
You were in a rush, probably.
But guess what? This is one of my favorite Green Irish Tweed. My favorite Creed. This beat out this one on compliments.
Yeah.
Totally. I wore this to work when I got my new bottle. Same time as I got the one that was supposed to be in here. And this was like loved like galore. Like I could not believe the compliments that I was getting. Ooh. Rookie.
So this one is the S4216C01 batch. So this
And it
is
smells
C01.
good. When you came over to my house in the last couple of months, you said, you smell good when you're wearing Aventus.
Yeah.
So it smells like Aventus, but it
of
lacks that smoky, manly, extra. If you hate Aventus, good, hate Aventus. But this is an iconic fragrance, a classic fragrance. This will go down in history, in the history of perfumes. I'm sorry, for men.
Yeah, yeah. And I think right next to Tuscan Leather, it's probably the most cloned fragrance out there. Not even something like Acqua di Gio gets that many clones.
But why do all the pretty girls that I have in my videos hate this one? Because you know why? It doesn't smell good on paper. It needs to be on skin, on your body, and it just smells great from your body.
Yeah.
So.
Quick story I want to share. I wore this one day. I didn't wear it. Well, I did wear it that day too, but not this batch. Al from the channel Fragrance Fanatic 1 was wearing this batch, the Z01 batch.
I respect that.
Don't rub it in. And I remember smelling it on him, and I was like, man, he smells good. Let me ask him what he's wearing. And he goes, oh, I'm wearing Aventus, the Z01 batch. And I swear to you, that was the first time where I felt like I was smelling something in 3 dimensions, where I was able to smell all the different layers, and it was like, now I know what's so mesmerizing about this. And I didn't catch it until I smelled it on someone else. Like, it didn't do it for me when I was wearing it myself, but it has that special appeal to it. Can't smell it on paper.
There's so many fragrance snobs out there who hate on this. There's nothing to hate here, really, except the conversation, which is how I started this video of the batches. That's very confusing and very annoying. And you know what? That's a little notch down for me on Creed. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, really? Come on.
I know.
It's annoying.
I sympathize. We didn't mention the batch of this one, which is the one that I wore on my honeymoon. And the batch for this one is LT4215R12.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was very nostalgic. It's making me kind of sad smelling this fragrance, which, you know, can't really get anymore.
I'll be taking this one home in my bag, because, you know.
You're going to leave your Green Irish Tweed here?
No! I love Green Irish Tweed. The best opening ever.
It is a good opening.
Some people say it's the best dry down ever, which I would agree, but come on, son. That is some beautiful...
Smells good.
Shall we do this for your channel in a minute? You have some time?
We might be able to.
All right, cool. Thanks so much. Oh, man. Okay, I'm numb. This is so beautiful. That smells so magnificent. So my most hated conversation on the frag boards, batches of Aventus, we did here on BFL with Redolessence. Thanks so much for joining me.
My pleasure, Carlos. Anytime.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you at the next review.
Take care.